Hey everyone, it's Jenny Dietrich back with another Spin Sucks Inquisition. And today's guest, I almost don't want you to see her face and just listen to her voice, but as soon as she speaks, you will know who it is. I would also like to note that she put on makeup and did her hair, and I did not. Please tell us who you are and what you do. I almost said what you stand for. That's my mother's quote. Please tell us who you are and what you do.
Hey, Jenny and Spin Sucks fans. Thank you for having me. I'm Shonali Burke, and I run my own social PR consultancy based out of the DC metro area, but as they say, have laptop will travel.
Yes.
So what that means is that I am a social PR consultant, a strategist, and trainer for businesses small and large who really want to up their social PR game. And what that means is not keeping social in a silo, not keeping PR in a silo, and bringing it together in an integrated, measurable fashion so that you can really up your game when it comes to social PR, because social is what is really making us tick. And so to that end, I launched my own online training hub, socialprvirtuoso.com, where I teach PR pros who are ambitious enough to get a little skin in the game how to unleash their inner social PR superhero. And it's going great.
And I would like to say that we have a post office box, and I was there the other day, and I was pulling the mail out of the box, and I had PRSA Tactics, and there's your lovely face at the very, very top. And I was like, dang, that was a good idea.
You know what? It was so amazing because they were so kind to ask me to do the profile, and I had absolutely no idea when it was going to run. So when it ran in April, and that was when I was kind of ramping up to read.
Yeah, it was perfect timing.
And the branding was perfect. Like they did the social PR virtues. I didn't even ask for that. I'm like, here I say, I love you for that.
That had your face. Yeah, it was awesome.
I know. So, and and it's lovely because I love to teach. As you know, I also teach at Johns Hopkins and at Rutgers. And this is cool. So I haven't told anyone before. Like I told my family, obviously, but you're the first person to know outside of it.
Woohoo!
Yesterday, I got a note from my program chair at Hopkins saying that after consulting with faculty and students, they have named me a main communication instructor of the year.
Oh my gosh! That's fantastic!
Isn't that cool?
That's super cool. So do you get like an award at graduation and all that? I bet you do. I bet they say something about it at graduation.
I think maybe, hopefully they say something. I know they said it'll be in the commencement handbook and on the website. Wow. And I usually always get an invitation for commencement because, all adjunct get it. So I'm kind of tempted to go.
Yeah, I would. Look at me! That's fantastic. So is that something you might consider doing more full-time? Ever?
I teach, I love it. And I teach 2 courses for Hopkins, and they usually like either the spring semester and then summer, or summer and fall, or spring and fall. I haven't done 3 semesters in a row so far. I'm very tempted to do it because I love it and I love much from them. And they're wonderful, wonderful people. So I don't know, but I think it's different when you move from being adjunct, and then, as you know,
right.
From remuneration, your adjunct is not massive. So if I were to do it full time, then I'd be looking at, what do I need to do to get into a tenured position or something like that. So we'll see. I mean, I love it. I've been teaching at Hopkins since 2009, and it was the easiest job interview, the strangest and funniest job interview I ever had, because one of my colleagues on the IABC board, who at the time taught a course as adjunct, said they were looking for someone to teach a course on course marketing. And he thought I would be great because I had just come out of the ASPCA and all of that. And so he introduced me to his program chair, went to meet her, a lovely, lovely woman, turned out to be married to the guy who was a contracting officer at the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery when they were my client, Edward Ruffin. So I was like, oh, you better say nice things to your wife about me, because he and I were friends by this point. Right. And so I met her, amazing woman, and we talked, and she said, you know what? I'm thinking course marketing maybe is not your cup of tea, because I hadn't done specific cause stuff. I had done overall PR and bringing in the social and the measurement and all of that. she said, but I really like you and I want to find something for you. So she went down the list of courses. So let me see what I have open. And then she came across this one called Communication in the Digital Age for Nonprofits. She said, oh, how about this? And this is what it's about. I was like, that's what I've been doing. I can do this in my sleep. And she's like, okay, great, you're in. Wow. That was how I started.
That was 2009. I didn't realize it had been that long. Wow.
Yep.
So what is one of the biggest mistakes you've made in the last 6 months?
One?
Biggest. Largest.
Oh, God. Biggest. Work-wise, personally?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So since in the last 6 months or so is when I, launched my online course. It's like, as you know, when you start to do something online
Yes.
and sell products online, it's like a whole different ballgame.
Yes.
So I had made so many mistakes.
Yes.
With that, which are all learning, teachable moments.
Correct.
I like to say. But maybe one is trusting in this. I don't want this to sound horrible. So let me see how I can phrase it to not sound horrible. Here's the thing: you're a nice person. I'm a nice person. In general, we're nice people, and we try to help people out. Like so, right? So when you come to me and you say, "Hey, Shonali, I need help with something," I say, "Okay," and I come to you. And granted, you and I are also very good friends, but still, even if we were very good friends, we would still say, "Sure, what can I do to help?" But the number of people who dissed what I was doing. Oh, there's Miss Lola.
Hi, Lola.
Lola, please be quiet.
Oh, that worked. Oh.
Let me know if you want me to pause. Shut her
I
up.
can get Jack Bauer.
Lola, stop it, sweetheart. Before the F-bombs start coming down. So I think one was just kind of assuming that people would be as helpful to me as I try to be to them.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is, of course, it's like my husband says, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Ha, ha, ha.
Great.
So that was a little tough, and I'm still learning to kind of grow that armadillo armor. And then the second is, even though I know better, is because my business coach or people I admire do certain things a certain way, thinking that model is going to work for me. And of course it doesn't, because you have to create your own model. And this is what I teach people, and this is what I tell them.
Yes.
But it's like, even for yourself, because you're in it and you're in the weeds and you're just trying so hard to figure it out and make it work, you're like, oh my God, if I just do da-da-da. And it's like, thank God I had that epiphany over and over again. But then really, like in March, I was like, I'm not so-and-so or somebody else. I have to do this the way I know how to do it and what feels right for me.
And in your voice, in your unique perspective. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And I'm really, I think for a long time I was stuck on, not stuck, but I am also in general a polite person, and I didn't want to offend anyone, the words I used and what I said. So when I started kind of, sending out emails about my new program, I cannot tell you the number of people who are like, this doesn't sound like you, because this is very funny. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm funny.
Yes, this is really funny. You're like, wait a second, but I am funny. What do you mean?
Like, funny is my middle name. I'm a funny person,
That's all right. I hired Jimmy Fallon to write it for me.
Right? But this time around, so it's been kind of, staying true to that voice. This time around, I love it that I've been getting a lot of emails saying, oh my God, you just make me laugh with this. And I have people saying, I just want to keep getting your emails because they're so funny and I want to read them. I'm like, that's great. If I'm making you laugh and I'm just helped you have a better day, that's perfect.
I'm totally going off script here, but I think this is an interesting conversation to have. Have you had the responses from people who think that they know what your revenue is and that perhaps you don't need to make any more money?
Not so far. I have had people volunteering advice that I have not asked for.
Yes.
Because, they've sold products. And I appreciate it, but then like don't. First of all, nobody should be offering unasked for.
No, never. I totally agree with that.
And second of all, the way to frame it is, hey, here is certain, I learned certain things about this aspect of informational products. Would it interest you to know them? Because then I can say yes or no.
Right.
I'll say, hey, let's set up a call where I can critique what you did. And I'm like, really?
Well, and not only that, but it's sort of as calling your baby ugly, and you didn't ask for that. Like, it's like a stranger literally a stranger walking up to you and saying, man, that is the ugliest baby I've ever seen. And you're like, what? I mean, that's what it's akin to. And you've worked your butt off, and you have your sweat and your tears and everything into it. And then somebody offers some unsolicited advice that may or may not be valuable, but you already feel like they're calling your baby ugly.
Yeah. And the thing is that, and I'm going to say this, and you know that I'm not saying it from a place of arrogance. I know how to present. I mean, I do this for a living.
Right. Yes.
And I work really hard at it. I never take it for granted. You should see me before any presentation, any speaking engagement, any webinar. I really try to focus. I get into my zone. I pay attention to what people, what's resonating. I work really, really hard at it. I don't take it for granted. But I'm not starting off at point zero,
Right.
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 So I've had that. I haven't had the revenue thing yet, but I do think, no one's come out and said it, but I kind of feel there's some back chatter, especially in some parts of our lovely PR community, that kind of go, why is she doing that? Why doesn't she just stick to like services? Why does she just, well, it's because it's what I'm choosing to do. Now you do what you want to do.
Well, and a couple of things. Number one, I think it's incredibly smart to have more than one revenue source. And secondly, this is where it's going. And I mean, I think the online course market is slated to be $2.4 billion or something like that. And this is just our little slice of it. And I mean, I can count on one hand in our industry who's doing this.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, me too. And who's doing it well, because a lot of people do it.
Right, true. Good point.
Most people don't do it well. And also how you promote and market it is completely different.
Completely different.
Completely. And you don't know until you're in it. And that's the thing. You just have no clue. Like I told people, had I known how much work it was going to be, I probably wouldn't have done it. So I'm really grateful. I had no idea.
Just like
I'm a hard worker. You know this about me. I work very hard, but like the shit that I've had to do for that.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God.
Just like going out on your own if you've known how much.
But the thing is that, I was talking about how much I love teaching, and that's really why I'm doing it, Ginny, because I do want to build my sources of revenue. Let's face it, none of us are growing younger. And at some point we're not going to.
For yourself.
At some point, we're not going to be able to jazz around the country and the world, and we're going to want to step back. And so, what happens then?
Right.
But I love the teaching of it. I love being able to share what I know, share that these are mistakes that I've made that you can learn from, helping people. Just yesterday, I was talking to somebody who signed on this go around, and she was like, wow, module one was like really, really incredible. And this is someone who's been doing this for more than 7 years. So, it's not someone new.
Right.
Into the field. And so my processes, my strategies, what I've learned to do, that's how I can help move our industry forward. And I feel very honored when people put their trust in me and say, you know what, we're going to give you our money because we trust that you're going to help us along. And it's the best feeling in the world just to feel that you are able to help someone at that really, really core level. And that's really why I'm doing it. That's
awesome. So I have an answer to this next question if you don't answer it the way I want you to. What is one thing about yourself that would surprise most people?
That I'm funny.
Apparently. What else?
I was trying to think of an answer to that, and I don't know. Well, maybe most people don't know that I sing.
That you're an actress?
And well, you would think that by now they know that I'm an actress, because I kind of lead with that. But yeah, maybe they forget. You know what? One thing is, I think people don't realize, because I've been here so long now, and I guess I am kind of indoctrinated, and of course I'm by nationality and American as well now. I don't think people realize that I didn't grow up in this country.
Yeah, that's interesting. Even with the accent,
Mm-hmm.
the beautiful accent.
Well, thank you. I think, with the accent, it's just, I just probably come across as very, very kind of cosmopolitan and transatlantic. And of course, depending on what my mood is, now I think sometimes there are times when I can do the best British, and in a way that, chap, it's just more British than the British sometimes. Hey, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, but then sometimes I'm going all like, hey, y'all.
No, the southern accent doesn't work for me. I'm sorry.
I know, but I have a habit of saying all y'all, and I just picked it up in San Francisco, of all places.
Oh, geez. Well, do you know how this next part works? I'll let Laura explain.
I do. I'm a little nervous.
Are you ready?
I would be nervous too. I'm always nervous, but
Yeah,
I'm kind of getting used to it.
Ginny's been on a roll lately too with this.
Uh-oh.
She's
So if I beat her, do I get a prize?
Yes, bragging rights.
Yes. Which we know how competitive Ginny is, so that's good rights. Yeah. Okay. So Ginny will go first. Get my timer ready. All right, Ginny. Would you please name 3 frozen desserts?
Ice cream, popsicles, and I almost said pizza. Pizza's not a frozen dessert. And then I was going to say icing because I have frosting in my freezer and we put it on graham crackers, but I don't think that counts either.
That would count-ish,
Yes.
kind of. Better than pizza.
Better
that
than
counts
pizza.
more than pizza. Okay, Shonali, will you please name 3 things you put on a sundae?
On a Sunday food or on a Sunday day?
Like either, whatever you want to go with. Either works.
Cream, cherry, and chocolate syrup.
Yum.
Good job.
Now I want ice cream. Thanks a lot.
I know. I must have been in a dessert mode. Okay, Ginny, would you please name 3 hot drinks that are not coffee?
Tea.
Wow.
Hot drinks. What else is hot?
Chocolate, apple
Hot
cider.
chocolate.
Hot toddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't. Sorry, not good at the hot drinks.
Okay. Shonali, would you please name 3 types of passengers you might see on a plane?
Business, executive class, and coach.
Okay.
Amateurs.
That works. Okay, Ginny, on the same theme, would you please name 3 things you always have in your carry-on?
My charger, my running shoes, and my heart rate monitor.
Good. The necessities of life, for sure.
They are the necessities of life. And running shoes take up a lot of room, by the way.
They do.
You
And
have to like,
pack them. Yeah.
yeah. But they're always in there.
Okay, Shonali, would you please name 3 things you do with a fork?
Eat. Remove cucumber seeds from the cucumber.
Oh, good one. Awesome.
And scoop out the spaghetti squash
Oh, that's super good.
thingy, the stuff.
The Little Mermaid brushes her hair with one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought when I made that question. Funny enough. But that was good. That was impressive.
That was really good.
Yeah. Very, very well done. Okay. Ginny, would you please name 3 celebrities that you'd like to have dinner with? And it can't be RDJ.
Why do you mean it? It's my answer. Why can't I answer it that way?
I'm sorry. This is my question. Go ahead.
Well, clearly, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Brady, and J.K. Rowling.
JB is in favor of that
It's
selection.
Lola. It's not JB.
Who is it?
Lola.
That's my Lola Bassett.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Lola. I couldn't hear where it's coming from. Okay. Lola's in favor of that one.
I like RDJ better.
Yes, we know.
I like that it comes up in every Inquisition.
There's no way I can ask a question that like that answer is not going to be one of your answers at all.
Right.
Okay, Shonali, will you please name 3 things you do when waiting in a line?
Check my cell phone, check Facebook, and text my husband.
Good. Very good. Okay, this is our last round. Ginny, would you please name 3 things that are blue?
The sky, my new Ked's shoes, and the pen that is sitting on my desk right now.
Good job.
Thank
Very
you.
good job.
Thank you.
Okay, Shonali, would you name 3 movies you could watch over and over again?
I think you do Grease and Dirty Dancing.
I see a theme.
Yeah.
That thing you do is such a good movie. I forget about that.
Great film.
Such a
I
great.
know. It's great. It's a good one. Yeah.
I think
Well
Shonali
done.
won because of the hot drink.
Yeah, you
I gotta
failed.
practice hot drinks.
I won!
Shonali, please tell everyone where they can find you online.
You can find me at Twitter at Shonali, Shonali, on my website and blog, which will live at shonaliburke.com, and at the socialprvirtuoso.com if you want to take my online course, which you should.
Which you should, and I will link to it in the blog post as well. Thank you.
Thank you!